Renowned physician and cancer expert Dr. Roswell Park is celebrated as a pioneer in the field of cancer research and has saved countless lives through his inventions. However, beneath all that promise of greatness lies a messy and dark truth. Why did Dr. Roswell Park decline President William McKinley's surgery? Could he have saved the president from the assassination that resulted in his death? I'm ThinkSoJoE. This is Things You Might Not Know, and today we'll explore the biggest controversy of this world-famous scientist. Our story begins on the evening of September 6, 1901. President William McKinley was taking visitors at the Exposition's Temple of Music when 28-year-old Leon Czolgosz stepped forward to shake his hand. As the president stepped forward to shake Leon's hand, Leon took out a .32 caliber shotgun and fired twice at the president. One bullet hit the president on his sternum and then bounced back, while the other entered in his abdomen. In an instant, Leon Czolgosz was tackled on the ground by a nearby bystander, James B. Parker. As President McKinley was rushed to the Pan Am Emergency Hospital for treatment, Dr. Roswell Park was called for his surgery. Dr. Park was an expert in abdomen surgeries and was the first choice when it came to something as serious as this. As luck would have it, however, Dr. Park was not at the fair at the time of the shooting, as he was instead at Niagara Falls, performing neck surgery on a lymphoma patient. When he was notified that he was needed, he was in the middle of the surgery. It has been reported by one of the surgeons assisting Park that a messenger ran into the operating room to announce that Dr. Park was wanted urgently in Buffalo. "Don't you see that I can't leave this case, even if it were for the President of the United States?" Park replied. "Doctor, it is for the President of the United States." Taken aback by the statement, Dr. Roswell Park instructed a nearby surgeon to hurry to the station and arrange for a special train to take him to Buffalo while he finished the surgery. Once the doctor had finished, he reached the station, only to find, by his own account, everything in confusion. After a 15 to 20-minute wait, Dr. Park got on a train and was on his way to the president. The story at the president's side wasn't much better. The attending physicians had decided that they could not wait for Dr. Park to arrive, and since the only source of light they had was from the sun due to the flammable anesthetic agent, they had to hurry. The surgery was performed by a gynecologist with no experience in handling abdominal wounds, and the instruments they had access to weren't exactly the best either. The situation was further complicated by the fact that the president had a large abdomen, and the bullet surgeon on duty couldn't find the bullet. According to the doctor, when he reached the operation theater, he saw that none of the other surgeons wore surgical gloves, caps, or gowns, nor had they taken steps to disinfect the surgical area. Sweat from one of the surgeons was actually dripping into the president's wound. By the time Dr. Park got there, the surgery was almost over, and there was nothing more to be done. In the coming days, the condition of the president improved and then worsened. On the 9th day following the surgery, the president died from pancreatic necrosis, a condition that is difficult to treat even today. Interestingly, the doctor managed to save a patient with the exact same injury as the president's shortly after the president's death, leading many to believe that the doctor should have tried to get to the president sooner. Physician Charles G. Stockton, MD, wrote that Park's inability to save the president was an almost overwhelming disappointment, one from which he suffered keenly while life remained to him. So, what do you think? Is Dr. Roswell Park really responsible for President McKinley's death? Or was it just a matter of bad circumstances? Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching Things You Might Not Know. If you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like and a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell icon so you get notified every time I post a new video. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and you can see a playlist of Things You Might Not Know videos over there. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time!